Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Mic check, mic check. Grand Rising, beautiful souls. Happy Tuesday. Hugh is here. I can't see him.
Good morning.
Your hand just popped out of my hair. That looks so funny.
Where am I? I'm here.
We're doing this camera. Well, I'm this camera.
Good morning. Hope you're having a fantastic day.
Now you're like this extra head over me. Remember Agent, what is it? The movie with Will Smith? And the guy had the extra head, Men in Black. The guy had the extra head. That was pretty funny. Hey, you guys. Grand Rising. Buenos dias. Good morning. Wherever you are on this fantastic, beautiful planet. We are streaming live today for Shift Your Thinking Tuesdays. I'm so excited because I learned this morning that you guys actually are paying attention to me. And I'm so flattered. Thank you, Kenny and Charlotte, for sharing that you guys actually have this book. And that message this morning was so timely because, you know, here I am saying I just kind of want to genuinely build with you guys and share some of the things that as I'm learning, we can learn together. So this is our Shift Your Thinking Tuesdays for a 13-minute build. And I'm watching the clock right here and it's telling me it's counting down. So we're only going in for 13 minutes. And this morning's topic, and I realized what happened last week, I swapped topics inadvertently, but everything happens for a reason. So maybe someone needed to hear last week's message at that particular time, albeit me, Hugh, or somebody in the World Wide Web. That's what's awesome about this. Like, people are from all over the world. If you know someone who needs to hear some positive words, good vibes, just being loved on, swipe right and invite them. Say, this morning we are doing Shift Your Thinking Tuesday. We'll continue to do this because this book has tons of ways for us to transform our mind, again, to a phenomenal outer experience. So we're actually going to do this topic called Many Opportunities for Learning Have Been Missed Because We Insisted on Talking and Talking and Talking, which is why I really like the Facebook Live now, because you guys can engage with me and my videos aren't just one way. Isn't that cool, Hugh?
Yes.
So if you have joined in, please chime in and say good morning, buenos dias. Every time I say buenos dias, I think in my mind that song for the kindergartners. Buenos dias, how are you? Means how are you this morning? But it really doesn't mean, it just means good morning. So they're teaching the kids wrong. Hi, Wayne. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. So we're going to share some words from our reading again from Shift Your Thinking Tuesdays. And we're talking about missing opportunities from these one-way conversations. I really like, and what I do oftentimes is I commend people who listen intently. That is such a valuable skill. And it goes back to the old adage, right? Is it an adage, Hugh, that says you have 2 ears and 1 mouth? So you're supposed to listen twice as much than you speak. I think that's how it's said. So it says, if we're really honest, there are few things in life more gratifying than when we say something cool, smart, or relevant, something that others get value from and that makes us look good for a fleeting moment. But if the same conversational energy and focus were used to be inquisitive and to learn from those around us, the moment of looking good would pale in comparison to the learning value we would derive from each conversation. I love that. It says, don't get me wrong, talking intelligently is a valuable asset. You guys, I'm a speaker and I enjoy talking. I love talking. Good morning, Wesley. Good morning, Kemet. Hi, Whitney. Good morning, you guys. I'm going to move my camera here because every time I move my screen, like I can't see you wonderful people have joined in. So I'm going to do it this way. Thanks you guys for joining in. I trust you guys are having an amazing time. I realize everywhere in the world it's a different time. So when I think I'm early at 8:10, you guys are halfway through your day. Some of you are on Wednesday, and I'm late talking about Shift Your Mind on Tuesday. But you will forgive me. This is me genuinely saying I am loving on you, and I thank you for building with me this morning. So it goes on to say that there are times when the author says, I focus intently on listening, although it's not as fun as talking. I'm always assured to be more intelligent than I ever am when talking. Another benefit is that the other person will leave the conversation feeling valued and will think I'm smart for listening. The truth is, everything I ever wanted to know or needed to know could have been learned by simply listening. I really like doing that. Are we paying attention? Are we showing good listening skills, making eye contact, not doing other activities, facing our partner, listening intently, and we're not interrupting? I have what I've heard to be a monkey mind sometimes, Hugh. My mind tends to be like chatterbox. And I laugh because I'm being more mindful to be in tune with the other person. And this goes to being in the moment, right? Being present, connecting with that other person and listening to what it is that they have to say. I must say, I give thanks for my partner. Hugh actually will kind of do this thing where he really like beams me in my face. Sometimes it's weird, Hugh, when you do that. I'm just going to be honest. He'll like do this. And I know what he's saying to me is I need your full undivided attention, especially because he laughs with he jokes and teases saying my phone is an appendage.
It is. It is.
So if you're like me and your phone is an appendage and we have gotten to this place with technology that it is always on, it's connected, I am working on being better at turning it off. And really, I don't have a choice, as a matter of fact, because my phone's not holding a charge throughout the day because I'm doing so much video content that my phone dies halfway through the day. And sometimes it just turns off and I have to wait. And I use that for me because there's no accidents in the world. The world is a great big metaphor, and I love the symbology of everything around me. And I use that as a sign to say, okay, Lisa, here's a time to time out. And we can definitely be mindful in conversation with that other individual that we time out and we give them our undivided attention. And that's how we respect. We show them love in that moment. And we can really gather everything we want to know or need to know, should know, could know in that moment of conversation, in that genuine moment of I'm here and I'm listening. I oftentimes am reminded of when people want to vent and they're having this conversation and they're sharing with you all these things that's happening. Oftentimes they don't want your feedback. I do that all the time when I hear people, and I give thanks that I have such a spirit that people will openly share with me. And oftentimes it's not for me to volunteer my advice or opinion. I give it to you if you ask me. However, I really like to see when people just need that moment to just bounce it off of you, or sometimes you can speak it out into the universe and just release it like a valve. Because could you imagine the things that we're carrying throughout the day, which is why I journal. I'm huge on writing. Reading and writing are my things because there's monkey mind, but I love my mind. I'm joking when I call my mind a monkey mind because it's so busy sometimes. But I use those tools to organize my thought. And same goes for listening intently with that other individual who's across from me, who is saying, right now, I need this moment. I need this time. And we are getting to a place, especially with technology. And what I noticed too, I think this might be a United States thing, because when I travel outside of the country, I notice some people are a little bit more slow paced. They're more relaxed. I know some parts of the world, they have their siestas where they shut down. And we really need to just shut down individually with one another and give each other that respect and that time so that we could really honor our human experience, honor our human, honor the human. We're missing that disconnect oftentimes. And so listening intently. So today, and really it's today, and then this practice is for this week. Listening intently. And let's see how many opportunities you gain from just paying attention to what someone is sharing rather than playing double dutch, right? I'll be honest, sometimes I do that because I'm a salesperson. So I'll pay attention to people's conversation to kind of double dutch to chime in into making it a real estate conversation so I can build. I'm guilty, Hugh. I do that.
Jump in.
I jump in and make it about real estate because you know, my mind is on real estate all the time. So I'll kind of make everything about real estate. As you guys can see, I have a quote on my website that says, other than the divine, real estate makes the world go round. Everything's real estate. But listening intently, oftentimes someone either just wants to just vent and just share that with you and honor that. Like, that is so special that someone is entrusting you with that. We talked about this the other day, right, Hugh? Don't share your secret with me because I don't want to be responsible for keeping it. Someone actually shared that with me. They said to me, if it's a secret, don't share your secret with me because I don't want to be responsible for keeping it. But I know, just in all honesty, I just kind of wanted to share something that was on my mind. It wasn't like an overall secret. But that was that moment, and I appreciate that person being honest because guess what? If we pay attention, people will tell us who they are, right? Famous quote, and I think it's one of the most quoted quotes from ancestor Maya Angelou that says, if you pay attention, people will show you who they are. And this is part of that listening intently. So my time is up. It's 13 minutes, you guys. Thanks for the build. Join me next week, Tuesday morning at 8:10 Pacific time for our next Shift Your Thinking. Thanks, you guys. Have a fantastic and powerful week. Love you.